पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। चैतन्यं सर्वगं सर्वं सर्वभूतगुहाशयं यत्सर्वविषयातीतं तस्मै सर्वविदे नमः। In this 16th chapter of Upadeshasahasri, different darshanas, starting with Dehatmavada and then Indriyatmavada, Pranatmavada, Mana-atmavada, they all are getting negated. Right now we are seeing the refutation or nishedha of Vijnanavada. Those who think Buddhi is Atma, Vijnanam in the form of Kshanik Vijnanam is Atma. So here it is established that there is Sakshi, Atma, different from Buddhi. The purpose of this vichara, this logical thinking, is for me to remain witness to my own pain and problems. The problems which arise in my buddhi, the pain which is registered in my buddhi, if I can remain witness to it, then I have successfully understood what is being taught here. And if I have not remained away from my own buddhi, if I identify with my buddhi, then what that means is I still have some work to do in my sadhana, in my vichara. So we were seeing the 10th shloka, Chakshurvat karma kartrutvam syat chen nanekam tat samhatam chatato natma drashtritvat karmatam vrajet. If I stand in front of a mirror, then Chakshuhu, the eyes, are playing two roles. One role is the reflection in the mirror, which becomes drishya. And one role is the grivastha mukham, where the eyes are, and that is the seer, drashta. So eyes can become drashta also and drishya also. So Purva Pakshi's suggestion is, just as Chakshu can be karma of a kriya and karta of a kriya, karma kartrutvam. Why can't Atma also have both? Atma can be karta also of a kriya and karma also. Means Atma is drashta and Atma alone will be drishya. This is what is suggested by Kshanik Vijnanavada. This is their main view. Kshanik Vijnanavada or Yogachara Mata, they claim that drashta and drishya are together in Kshanik Vijnana. So, Siddhanti says, na, anekameva tat. There are two different eyes that we are referring to here. How? Because of different upadhi or avacheda, different delimiting factor. So one is the bimba, which is grivastha mukham, and the eyes which are there. Another is which is in the darpanastha mukham, and there what I am seeing is actually only the external golaka of the eyes. I am actually not seeing the eyes. So there are two different aspects. Atma is only one. And Atma also does not have any sanghata. Sanghata means parts. Atma is not an assembly of parts. So the shloka says, na anekamevarat. What you are proposing is where there are many things involved. It is not one. One and the same thing is not drashta and drishya. Different thing is drashta, another thing is drishya. And samhatam cha, and there is sanghata, means amsha amshi bhava is there. But Atma does not have either of these. There is no anekatvam, and Atma is also not a sanghata. Tataha Atma na drashtritvat karmatam vrajet. Atma is a drashta, therefore karmatam na vrajet. Drashtritvat karmatam na vrajet. See the Teeka. यथा चक्षुषो दर्पणादि निष्ठतया दृश्यत्वं तस्यैव मुखदेशस्थतया द्रष्टृत्वं च तथात्मनो दुःख संभिन्नतया दृश्यत्वं. यथा चक्षुषः, just as of the eyes, दर्पणादि निष्ठतया, when they are in the darpana, they become the drishya. Darpanadi nishthataya drishyatvam. Tasyaiva mukha deshasthataya. When they are on my face, above the neck, means the original. Mukha deshasthataya drashtritvam cha. So the eyes become drashta, eyes become drishya. Tatha atmano dukkha sambhinnataya drishyatvam. Like that, Atma dukkha sambhinna. Sambhinna means having become one. This word is little bit confusing when you hear sambhinna. We think bhinna means different. Sambhinna means actually it has become one. Dukkha sambhinnataya, having become one with that dukkham, drishyatvam. And swarupa chaitanya avasthataya, drashtritvam cha. And it is as Swarupa Chaitanya, which is the illuminator of this Dukhi Atma, which is Drishya, the Drashta Atma will be different from that Dukhi Drishya Atma. Drashtutvam cha iti karma kartrutvam ghatate ityarthaha. Purvapakshi suggestion is this. Karma kartrutvam atmanaha ghatate. Atma can have both karmatva and kartrutva. Ityartha. Siddhanti pariharati. Siddhanti is now refuting this idea. Na iti. No, you are not right. Kutaha ityataha aha. Why? So Siddhanti says, I will explain. Anekameva tat iti. This is the first hetu. in your proposal, there are many things involved. It is not one becoming drashta as well as drishya. There are two different things. Anekameva. What does that mean? He explains. Tat chakshuhu anekam अनेकाकारमेव संहतं च भवति इति अतो घटते तस्य कर्मत्वं कर्तृत्वं च अंशभेदोपपत्तेः इति अक्षरार्थः. That chakshuhu anekam, actually there are many eyes, means many pairs of eyes involved. Two. Anekam, aneka akarameva, it has aneka akaram means different sets. Samhatam cha bhavati, and it is with some sanghata associated in different ways, different conditionings. Iti ato ghatate tasya karmatvam kartrutvam cha. So that chakshu can play dual role. Karma of a kriya, object of an action and subject of an action. Karmatvam kartrutvam. What is kartrutvam? If I say Ramaha phalam khadati. So Rama has kartrutvam. Phala has karmatvam. Ramaha phalam khadati. Rama will become karta. So he will have kartrutvam. Phalam will have karmatvam. So if I want to say Atma buddhim pashyati. Atma sees buddhi. So Atma is karta, means drashta. Buddhi is drishya, karma. Purvapakshi suggestion is Atma atmanam pashyati. Atma sees Atma. Siddhanti says this is not possible. Immediately somebody says, but you also say in your Vedanta, Atma knows Atma by Atma. In Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, it is said. In Mandukya Karika also, you say Kalpayati Atmana Atmanam, Atma Deva Swamaya. So Atma is Karta, Atma is Karma. So whenever such prayoga is done, you have to understand either the meaning of the word Atma is taken different. Atma can mean Antakarana. Atma can mean Antakarana Vritti. And Atma, of course, can mean Shuddha Chaitanya. So depending upon the context, you have to see the meaning. Same thing cannot become drashta and drashya. This is one explanation. More explanation will come in the next couple of shlokas also. Karmatvam kartrutvam cha amsha bhedopapattehe iti akshararthaha. Amsha bheda. Amsha bheda means different amsha of chakshu is becoming karta. Different amsha of chakshu is becoming karma. Which amsha? He explains. Golakamshasya darpanasthasya drishyatvam tasyaiva shaktimattvamshasya mukhanivishtasya drashtritvam iti yuktam ubhayarupatvam iti vivakshito arthaha. Golakamshasya darpanasthasya. In the darpana, we don't see eyes. We don't see chakshu. We see chakshu golakam. This is called golaka. The locus where the eyes are going to express from. Remember, indriyas are atindriya. Indriya cannot be seen by indriya. Only golaka is seen. So golakankshasya darpanasthasya, what is in the darpana, in the mirror, drishyatvam, that is drishya. And tasyaiva, for that same person, same chakshu. Shaktimatvamshasya, Shaktiman, there is a Shaktiman amsha. Shaktimat means there where this ability to see is. Shaktimatvamshasya, Mukhanivishtasya, which is Mukhanivishta, means which is Grivastha, the Bimbasthaniya. So here you have to see, understand, Shaktiman amsha. Shaktimat means that where the Shakti is. Matu pratyaya is done. Shaktimat is not this Golaka. Shaktimat is actually the Indriya which belongs to Sukshma Sharira. Golaka belongs to Sthula Sharira. So Sthula Sharira part becomes Drishya. Sukshma Sharira part becomes Drashta in the example of Chakshu. So how will you say the same thing is becoming Drashta and Drishya? It is not. Shaktimattvamshasya mukhanivishtasya drashtutvam yuktam ubhay rupatvam. In this way, the two aspects yuktam, it can be justified. Iti vivakshito arthaha. This is what Siddhanti is explaining Purvapakshi, that in Chakshu, in case of Chakshu, this is what is happening. Atmanastu naivam amsha bhedo asti. Atma does not have such amsha bheda, that Golakamsha is different and Shaktimatvamsha is different for Atma. Atma doesn't have such thing. Ekarupatvat asamhatatvat. So the shloka, whatever two hetus are given, they are given here. Because Atma is Ekarupa. Anejat ekam manaso javiyah Ishavasya Upanishad. Eko deva sarvabhuteshu gudaha. Ekaha Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Ekastadha sarvabhutantaratma rupam rupam pratirupo vahishya Kathopanishad. So everywhere you will find eka consistently. And asamhata, it is not sanghata, it does not have parts, it is niravayava, nishkala. Iti abhipretya aha tatah iti, therefore Atma cannot become karma, it is only drashta. Chit prakashaika swabhavo hi atma drashtaiva na drashyamsha sambhinno. Atma is drashta, not one with the drashyamsha. It can never become one with drishya. Drishyansasya anatmatvat. Drishyansa is anatma. Atma cannot be anatma. How can atma become anatma? Atma is atma, not anatma. Ato drashtutvat karmatam na prapnoti na vrajet ityartha. Because it is drashta, it cannot become karma of darshana kriya. So Purvapakshi's one question is answered. Now another question he is raising. Nanu Atmanopi jnanadibher anekatmatva sambhavat chakshurvat bhasya bhasakata syat iti ashankya pratyaha. Atmanopi jnanadibhi anekatmatva sambhavat. Atma has so many gunas. Shri Nayayika. How do you know? You will see the shloka, you will know. Jnanadibhi anekatmatva sambhavat. With the gunas like jnana, etc., manyness can be there in Atma. Like chakshuvat. So it can become bhasya bhasaka. In other words, the property of jnanam will become drishya, and Atma will be drashta. In this way, Purva Pakshi is suggesting. Iti ashankya pratyaha. Pratyaha means the answer is given to that Purva Paksha also. Shloka number 11. ज्ञानयत्नाद्यनेकत्व आत्मनोऽपि मतं यदि नैकज्ञानगुणत्वात्तु ज्योतिर्वत्तस्य कर्मता
ज्योतिर्वत्तस्य कर्मता ज्ञानयत्नाद्यनेकत्वामात्मनोऽपि मतं यदि नैकज्ञानगुणत्वात्तु ज्योतिर्वत्तस्य कर्मता।
ज्ञान यत्न आदि अनेकत्वम आत्मनो अपि यदि मतं. If Purva Pakshi says no, Jnana, Atma also has Jnana, means Buddhi, Sukha, Dukha, Ichha, Dvesha, Prayatna, Dharma, Adharma, Sanskara. 9 gunas. Jnana Yatna, only 2 samples are given. Adi Anekatvam. So Atma also can have Anekatvam. There is one Atma with Jnana Guna. So who knows that there is Jnanam? It's a Atma has the knowledge. Atmano Anekatvam. Yadi Matam, if you think like that, na. Siddhanti says, Atma has only one guna, Jnanam. In other words, it is not even guna. Jnanam is Atma's swabhava. Atma is Satyam, is Jnanam, is Anantam, is Vijnanam, is Anandam. It is not that it has these as dharmas. They are not dharma of Atma. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, they are not dharma. Atma is Satyam. In Purvapaksha's matam, according to Nyaya, there is a dharma-dharmi bheda between Atma, which is dharmi, and Jnana, Yatna, Ichha, etc. They are dharma. So dharmi need not have those dharmas all the time. Like Atma cannot have Sukha all the time and Dukha also all the time. According to them, Sukha, Dukha are not in Antakarana. They are in Atma. So what they will say, sometimes Atma is Sukhi, sometimes Atma is Dukhi. But you see, what they are saying is, they are keeping in mind a Laukika person. A common man, you ask that person, are you Sukhi or Dukhi? He will say, oh, yes, I am Sukhi. No, no, I am not Sukhi, I am Dukhi now. He will not say, no, no, my Antakarana is Dukhi right now. I am illuminator of my Antakarana. Common man doesn't think in this way. Forget common man. Those who study Shastra, what is their spontaneous thinking? Will they say, no, no, my Indriyas have some issue. No, I am okay, I am okay. I am illuminating those Indriyas. I am illuminating that Antakarana. Unless that person is very well established in Jnanam, he will be able to see everything as Drishya, including his own Buddhi. But for most other people, they will say, where is Jnanam? In me. Where is Sukha Dukha? In me. Who has Dharma Dharma? I have. So their idea of Atma is this Ahankara only. So here, Siddhanti says, Atma, according to us, is only Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Ek Jnana Gunatvattu Jyotirvat Tasya Karmata Na. Now you have to add at the end also. First, when you say Na, it is a pratignya. Whenever Purva Paksha says something and Siddhanti says Na, that is a pratignya. Then he will give some explanation, some hetu, ityadi. Then at the end, he will do nigamanam, tasmat, na. Whatever we have said, that is how we have to conclude. So here, na, what you are saying is not true. Ek jnana gunatvat, jyotirvat. Drashtanta is given, hetu is also given. Tasya karmata na, this is the pratignya. So now nigamanam is also the same. Tasya atmanaha karmata na sambhavati. See, Bhashyakar, in half a shloka, can give everything. Pratignya, hetu, drishtanta, everything. So now see the Teeka. Jnana prayatna ichha dveshadi guna bhedehi anekatmakatvat atmanopi kenachidamshena vishishtasya grahyatvam amshantarena grahakatvam cha yadi matam iti shanka granthartha. This is the shanka. This can happen, Purvapakshi's doubt. What can happen? Atma, which has jnana, prayatna, ichha, dvesha, etc., 9 gunas are there, vishesha gunas. Guna bhedaihi, by these guna bheda, anekatmakatvat, Atma is also of varied nature, means it has now 9 aspects, 9 special aspects. So by some amsha, kenachid amshena vishishtasya grahyatvam. Atma with some amsha, it will become grahya. And with some amsha, some other amsha, amshantarena. Anyadamsham, anshantaram. Anyadamsham, anshantaram. So some other aspect will become grahaka, means drashta. Some other aspect will become drishya. Cha, yadi matam, if you think like this. So up to this is the shanka. If you think in this way, shanka granthartha. Tu shabda shanka nishedhartha. Eka jnana gunatvat tu. That tu shabda is for shanka nisheda. It is to refute that no, this what you are thinking is incorrect. Maivam. Eka jnana gunatvat. Atma is only jnana swarupa. Don't add so many other things there. Eka jnana gunatvat. Kritsnaha pragnana ghana eva. Atma is kritsnaha. Kritsna means total, complete. Pragnana ghana. Pragnana ghana means it is not kshanika. And it is also not chid achid amshaha. Chid achid amsha, Kumarila Bhatta, they say Atma is Chaitanya also and Achaitanya also, Jada also. And these Kshanik Vijnana people say it is Vijnana, but it is not Vijnana Ghana. It is not Prajnana Ghana. It is Kshanika. Now is they are refuting both by Kritsnaha Prajnana Ghana Eva Iti Shrutya Jnanaika Swabhavatva Avadharanat. Jnana Eka Swabhava. Avadharanam is done. Anekatmatva ayogat. And therefore, this Atma does not have anekatmatva. It is only Jnana Swarupa. Ayogat. Jyotirvat tasya na karmata. Jyoti, like a light or any illumination. Na tasya karmata. Like a light does not illumine itself and other objects. We say that is how it looks. Light is illumining itself and light is illumining other things. You just focus on the light, not the lamp. The light, it is Swayam Prakasha. It does not illumine itself. It illumines Ghata. It is okay. If you say the light illumines the lamp part, which is the bottom part, that is not light. It is different. So Drashta is different. Drishya is different. In that we don't have objection. When I am Drashta as Atma, I cannot become Drishya. Sometimes, people in their meditation, they want to know, I want to experience that Atma. And Atma, they want to make a Drishya. And they will struggle, and they will find something. Then they say, I had Atma experience. Now, nobody is there to verify what they saw. And they will say, I saw. You say, okay, very good. If they have studied Shastra, then they will never make such expressions. I am Atma, this you can say. I saw Atma, Atma visited me for some time. So you just do namaskar to that person and walk away. Jyotirvat tasya karmata na. Karmata means grahyata. Tasya na sambhavati iti parihara granthartha. So earlier was Shanka granthartha. Now this is parihara granthartha. Shanka grantha means the doubt in this context. Parihara means refutation of the doubt or answering, resolving that doubt. Okay. Now, one question you can have. Question is, you are saying Atma does not have any dharma. Like Nayayikas, they say Atma has so many different gunas. They become their attributes of that Atma. In Vedanta, we don't accept any dharma. But then in Adhyasa Bhashya, Bhagavan Bhashyakar himself has said that there are Atma, Anatma, and Atma Dharma, Anatma Dharma, Anyonya Adhyasa. There is mutual superimposition between Atma and Anatma, and Atma Dharma and Anatma Dharma. So Atma Dharma is mentioned by Bhashyakar himself. And you are saying Atma doesn't have any such dharma. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, they are not dharma of Atma. They are Atma itself. How do we reconcile these two? So in Panchapadika, it is explained that they are not dharma. Dharma means it is prathak from the dharmi. So here it is given aprathaktepi chaitanya prathagevava bhasante. They are aprathak. They are not different from Atma, but seeming vyavahara is done that they are different from Atma. Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam, Anantam, etc. Drashtantam vyachaste. Now, Drashtanta is given by Siddhanti for this. Jyotisho dyotakatvepi
Jyotisho dyotakatvepi
yadvannatma prakashanam
yadvannatma prakashanam
bhedepyevam samattvajna
bhedepyevam samattvajna
atmanam naiva pashyati.
आत्मानं नैव पश्यति ज्योतिषो
ज्योतिषोद्योतकत्वेऽपि
द्योतकत्वेऽपि यद्वन्नात्मप्रकाशम्
यद्वन्नात्मप्रकाशम्
एवं समत्वाज्ञ आत्मानं नैव पश्यति
Jyotisha, Jyotish means Chaitanya, Surya, Aditya. Dyotakatve api yadvat na atma prakashanam. Sun, as I explained, the light, sunlight, or you take any illumination, it illumines other things, but it does not illumine itself. Then how it becomes known? It is Swayam Prakasha. So it does not become illuminator and illumined at the same time. It is self-luminous. This is the word that we use, Swayam Prakasha. Na yadvat na atma prakashanam. It does not do prakashanam of itself by becoming drashta as well as drishya. Bhede api evam samatvad. Jnaha atmanam naiva pashyati. Jnaha means atma. Atma atmanam naiva pashyati. Atma does not see Atma. Bhede api evam. Even if you create a bheda, distinction, samatvat, this hetu is same. Whatever is valid for sun, which cannot create drashta drishya bheda within itself, like that, in Atma also, this drashta drishya bheda is not possible. In other words, I can know buddhi. I, the Atma, can illumine buddhi. Buddhi will not be able to know me as an object. And the example is given of the sun here, any Jyotisha. So Teekakar elaborates now. Ayam arthaha. Yadi atmano grahya grahakamsha bhedo abhyupagamyate. Tada idam vaktavyam. Grahyansho api chetanaha kimva jada iti. Siddhanti is doing vikalpa. Whenever we create vikalpa, means what are the possibilities? Then we refute whatever is not possible. And then either something will remain that this is the only possibility, or we say none of this is possible. Therefore, the original point itself with which you started itself is incorrect. Your proposal or proposition was incorrect. Yadi atmano grahya grahaka amsha bhedo abhyupagamyate. If you say Atma has grahya and grahaka, Atma becomes drishya, Atma alone is drashta. If you accept that, such bheda, tada, then idam vaktavyam, you will have to answer this question. What? That the grahya amsha, whatever becomes known, forget about the knower. Knower has to be Chaitanya only. Whatever becomes known, is it Chaitanya or Jadaha? Chetanaha kimva Jada iti. So say, okay, let it be Chaitanya. Tatra adyam nirakaroti drashtantena. So if you say it is Chaitanya, then that part is being refuted by giving this example of sun, Jyotishaha. What is Jyotishaha? In Teeka, Adityadi Jyotisho, Dyotakatve api. Adityadi, the light. It is Dyotaka, it is illumination. Dyotaka means Prakashana Swabhavatve api. Dyotakatve api means prakashana swabhavatve api. Its nature is to do prakashanam, to illumine objects, etc. Swabhavatve api na atma prakashanam. It does not illumine itself. Na atma prakashanam. Jyotihi swarupa prakashanam. Atma prakashanam means Jyoti swarupa prakashanam na. Tadvat, in the same way, evam yatha drashtantah tatha darshtantah. Just as in this example, in the same way for Atma also. Bhede api, amsha bheda kalpane api. Even if you do amsha bheda kalpana, if you say that one amsha which becomes drishya is Chaitanya, and the drishya Chaitanya is different from drashta Chaitanya. Both are Chaitanya. Then we say Chaitanya Swabhava is to not become Drishya. If Chaitanya becomes Drishya, then the Drashta Chaitanya also will become Drishya. Then you will need another Drashta. Then you will have to answer the question that other Drashta is Jada or Chaitanya. You will say that other Drashta has to be Chaitanya only. It cannot be Jada. It cannot be matter. If it is Chaitanya, then that Chaitanya Drashta also will become Drishya, because you are accepting Chaitanya to become Drishya. So then all your Chaitanya Drashta will become Drishya only. So Bhede api Amsha Bheda Kalpane api. Even if you do Amsha Bheda Kalpana, Jnaha means Atma. Samatvat Chaitanya Swabhava Avisheshat. Both aspects, Drashta aspect is also Chaitanya, Drishya aspect is also Chaitanya. That is same. That's why Samatva, Chaitanya Swabhava, Avisheshat, Atmanam Naiva Pashyati. Atma, Atmanam Naiva Pashyati. Atma does not see Atma. Atma cannot become Drashta as well as Drishya at the same time. So you have to remember, this is the Siddhanta of Kshanik Vijnanavada, okay? In the modern context, if somebody makes such statement that Drashta and Drishya, they are together, they are one and the same. So the root of this thinking is in Bauddha Darshana somewhere. This is not some original new concept. It was already there, like you can see in these texts. Na swamsham vishay karoti ityartha. Atma swasya amsham swamsham na vishay karoti. Atma's amsha does not become a vishaya. Vishayi karoti is becoming karma. It does not become karma of any kriya. Okay, first vikalpa, if it is not there, let's take the second vikalpa. Second vikalpa is what? Grahyamsha is jada. The grahaka amsha is chaitanya. Grahya amsha is jada. Siddhanti says na dvitiya. Even that is not possible. Jada jadayor amshamshitvena abheda anupapattehi. Between jada and ajada, amsha amshitvena abheda. Jada and Chetan together. This is both are not possible. Jada jadayor amshamshitvena abheda anupapattehi. This is both cannot be together. Na grahyamshasya atmatvam. So grahyamsha cannot be belonging to Atma then. It is some anatma only. Iti na atmanaha swavedyatva siddhihi. Atma does not know itself. Atma does not become drashta as well as drishya. In this way, Atma does not know itself. Swavedyatva siddhi na iti dushanam sphutam eva iti upekshitam iti drashtavya. Dushanam, the defect or the flaw, is sphutam, very clear. The defect in this thinking, the flaw in this thinking is very clear, and therefore upekshitam, you have to just ignore. This is not a valid proposal by Purvapaksha. With the help of an example, Purvapaksha idea is refuted. Iti drashtavyam. In this way, it should be seen, it should be understood. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.